I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin.
So, you got a new Spider-Man movie for me? Brand new day. Oh, let's skip the small talk if you don't mind. I want to hear about this movie. Okay, so this is going to take place 4 years after Doctor Strange made everybody forget Peter Parker because Tobey Maguire's presence was going to ruin everything or something. I've heard that he has that effect on people, so what's Peter been up to? Well, he's just going to be all in on being Spider-Man. He's fighting local crime in New York like he's fighting Scorpion and Tombstone. Oh, Scorpion and Tombstone are going to be in this, huh? What are they going to do? Be in it just enough so we can feature them in the trailer. That's perfect! But you know what? I think it's going to be refreshing to have Spider-Man on the street again, you know, after all the cosmic and wizarding magical stuff he's been through. Hey, that's the great thing about green screen and CGI, is we can do whatever we want. Actually, I was thinking we do a lot more practical stuff. Have a human in the suit a lot of the time, but computers can do that. But I'm thinking maybe they shouldn't all the time. Maybe this one can feel like less of Adobe After Effects composition than the other ones. You sound crazy, man, but all right, we'll try it. Oh, and also we're gonna have Black Widow in this a little bit. You know, Florence Pugh. Oh, what's she doing here? Well, nobody went to see her Thunderbolts movie, so we gotta let the general public know that the new Avengers are a thing before Doomsday comes out. Got it. Oh, and also he's gonna work with the Punisher sometimes, and they have very different methods, so it's fun. You know, Spider-Man's more wholesome. Punisher, he like does, you know, brutal killings. Oh, he does do that quite often. He's taken so many lives. But he's a big old goofball, too, so Pete does do that quite often. He's taken so many lives. But he's a big old goofball, too, so Peter and him team up to fight this telepath that seems to control people and do bad guy stuff. Oh, very scary and intense. At a certain point, this telepath makes an old man step in front of a car. Whoa. Yeah. If that car was moving, that could have been awful. No, it was moving. Oh, my God. Yeah, this friggin' telepath is ruthless, and Peter finds out that they keep attacking the Department of Damage Control looking for something called VMAX. Ooh, is that like a workout supplement? No. Is this a jacked mind control person? Is this Chris Angel? It's not Chris Angel, no, and the Department of Damage Control wants Peter to kind of take care of this because he's...
Why was he so worried it was Chris Angel?
Seems to be immune. Hasn't the Department of Damage Control been pretty uncool to Peter in the past? Yeah, but he trusts them wholeheartedly and gets right on the case for them. A very trusting Spider-Man. And meanwhile, Peter's also going through some changes. Ah, well, it's about time. I was starting to get a little worried. It's gonna be weird to hear him with a deep voice. Actually, he seems to be kind of mutating into more of a spider and less of a Peter. He's got heightened senses. He's got organic web stuff oozing out of him. Having new stuff ooze out of you is tight. But he can't really seem to actually control this. It's becoming kind of a problem. He accidentally injures a cop. Oh, sounds like maybe he needs to make a little device to block the spider stuff. Inhibitor. And he bitter too? Whoosh, jeez. No, I said inhibitor. It makes him less of a spider. Nah, I would say that biting someone is very spider-like. He definitely needs some kind of little device now. Yeah, good idea. I'm very good at this. Anyway,
Ryder guy's done. Ryder's got like, you know what?
Eventually, we're gonna find out that this telepath is actually Jean Grey. She's from X-Men Apocalypse. She is, amongst other things. Wow, Spider-Man must freak out. God. No, because he hasn't seen the X-Men movies. Right. So yeah, obviously this is kind of a big thing. We're really bringing the X-Men into the MCU here. Oh yeah. So who do you think we should get to play this part? Oh, we could just pull the same move as last time. Grab the redhead from whatever TV show has been recently popular with young adults. I mean, we don't need to cast a natural redhead. We could dye anyone's hair red and get canceled. No, thank you. That probably would happen. I refuse to have any imagination on this point. No, Sadie Sink it is. So she starts targeting Peter since he's working for damage control, and she can't get inside his head, so she's like, what's going on there? Because he's all gooed up with spider webs in there. That's where he stores that stuff. No, so she freaking mind controls the Punisher and the Hulk and MJ. She's just attacking Peter from all angles. Yeah. Did she make MJ punch him or something? No, that one was more of a psychological attack. Yeah. She takes over MJ, kisses Peter, acts like the kiss brought back her memory, then laughs at Peter, then as MJ jumps off a building, so he has to like rush and save her. Jeez! But we're gonna find out she's actually trying to find her sister who was taken by damage control.
So it's all okay.
Still, is that not fully really redemptive? No. Uh-oh, that might come back to bite me later. I feel like if she had just mentioned that she's trying to rescue her sister, this whole thing could have been avoided. Yeah, but the movie has to happen, so she's gonna keep her entire life's purpose as a little secret just for herself. Fair enough. Oh, and then also MJ finds this love letter that Peter wrote to her, but she's like, well, I don't love you because I don't know you. Super selfish of her, very disappointing behavior. And then some more bad stuff's gonna happen. We're gonna find out that VMAX isn't actually a protein powder, but rather a sticker, and it's the last thing that Jean's sister saw before she died at damage control.
Right.
Oh my god, I bet Jean's gonna be pissed when she finds that out. She is!
Yes.
I bet. She gets so angry and powerful, she freezes a bunch of people inside a big radius like old senile Professor X. And she mind controls some ninjas to attack Peter, and he's gonna have to fully embrace his new mutations if he wants to beat them. Is that gonna be hard to do? Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
really? Yeah, see, it's pretty much the end of the movie, and he really wants to now. Well, great! And then Peter lets Jean
Really
inside
wants
his
to.
head, and she is just absolutely moved by seeing Aunt May, so she decides to be a good guy now. Was she not moved by the stuff she saw in the Punisher's mind or the Hulk's mind? They've been through some stuff. Yeah, well, the thing is, their memories didn't star Marissa Tomei. That's a fair point. I didn't consider that. So
There's
Peter's
that.
like, Jean, you're not a killer. Yes, she is. No, she's not. She made an old guy. May. That's a fair point. I didn't consider that. So Peter's like, Jean, you're not a killer. Yes, she is. No, she's not. She made an old
face.
guy walk in front of a car. Well, we don't know that guy died for sure. Still, she's just not a killer. She just doesn't have it in her. She made MJ jump off a building.
Yes.
Didn't die. Didn't die. Redemption arc complete. Now get all the way off my back about it. All right. Let me remove myself from your backside. Oh, don't say that way. So how does the movie end? Well, Jean lets everybody go,
Don't
but
say it like
Frank had
that.
freaking already fired a sniper rifle at her, so
my God.
Spider-Man jumps in front of the bullet. He steps in front of a bullet.
Yeah.
That kind of thing will get you shot where I'm from. Yeah, that's how that works everywhere. So Punisher carries Spider-Man to the hospital
God.
and then stays by his side, and it's kind of sweet. Isn't the Punisher like a super wanted fugitive? He just carries
Right.
Spider-Man into a hospital and hangs out for a while? He does, and then he helps Spider-Man escape by dressing up like him and grunting like a gorilla.
Yes.
What? It's John Bernthal. He's got to grunt somewhere in the script. It's in his contract. Right. And so that's about
his
it.
thing.
Oh, also a post-credit scene. We're gonna see there's this spider tracker that Ned made, and it shows that Spider-Man's in outer space. What? Avengers, anyone? Wait, so the Spider-Man tracker actually has a tracker on Spider-Man? No, it just works with like reported sightings of Spider-Man. So we're saying that someone reported that they saw Spider-Man in outer space? Hey, shut up. So what do you think? Well, listen, let me put it this way. It doesn't even really matter what
pretty
I
bad.
say here. It's gonna smash cut to an article about how successful this movie was. What are you talking about? See?
What?
Oh, wow, look at that. Hi, this is Ryan George from The Thing You Just Watched. Please enjoy this slideshow from The Thing You Just Watched.
Is it his beard?
Watched.
He had,
Please enjoy.
he had like a lot of weight. Is it the camera? This isn't recent. This is like old. This is old, but like, why is it look like he lost weight?
Enjoy this slideshow from The Thing You Just Watched.
He lost weight. Okay, all right. So let's talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. All right, so let's talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's honestly, for me, it was one of the better Spider-Man movies since Spider-Man 2. I'd probably put it number 2 or 3 amongst live action Spider-Man movies, not overall Spider-Man movies, because you got to include Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, all that. Those are high. So that's kind of where I am with those. But as far as this one, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't think I would like the suit, because watching like little behind the scenes stuff and the suit reveal, I didn't really like the suit. I was like, I don't know. To me, it looked really basic. It looks homemade, which I guess what they were going for, because it is, even though he has a lot of tech. But I was like, seeing it in action, really enjoyed the suit. I thought it was great. But also just the cinematography of this movie is just incredible compared to other MCU movies. This one has its own look. It's in the same world, but it has its own look, has its own vibe. I loved it. Also, the music was great. The score, and also just the other music they incorporated, like Loser and all that kind of stuff from Tame Impala. Like, it was great. Enjoyed it. I gave it a 10 out of 10 when I left the theater. Probably would still give it a 10 out of 10 because it's a fun movie, even with its flaws. The Jean Grey situation, I think that was a mistake, making her pretty much like a Wanda Maximoff kind of character who, like, we know is a hero and will be eventually, obviously, when the X-Men movie comes out. But how they portrayed it here, it was like, you're going to run into some stuff. I also think it's a way for them to incorporate the hate for mutants based on different events I'm sure we'll see from different mutant or X-Men characters until their movie comes out. Will she be the only one that is shown in the movie or whatever before that happens? I don't think so. But what she did here is definitely going to come back to bite her in the butt. So I think it's going to be something that we'll see in other movies in some way. And it'll highlight why people have a disdain or a hate for mutants because of the power they hold, and sometimes how they use that for for evil. Definitely in this case. So yeah, that was my thought there. The way that they went about MJ and Ned not remembering Peter was great. It was realistic. I love that. And again, obviously spoilers on all this, but I love that Ned remembered Peter in the end, which I saw a video like, hey, maybe when they did their handshake, when Ned had Doctor Strange little item on his finger to do the spells and it sparked. Did that do something there? Who knows? But I did really love the kind of bros before hoes moment there where they do the handshake at the end. And he's like, Peter, because he remembers the handshake. I was like, oh, I teared up a little bit on that part. That was great. But yeah, no, this was a good one. This was a good one. I really, really enjoyed the movie. I want to watch it again in theaters. It probably won't happen, but I do want to see it again in theaters. But this is one that I would definitely watch over and over again. It is much better than No Way Home. No Way Home is very fun. It's definitely a theater experience type movie, but it doesn't hold its own by itself. One, you have to watch other stuff to even know what's really going on. You have to watch the other Spider-Man movies to know what's going on. It doesn't have its own its own vibe for me. And this is from a guy that just recently watched Endgame again with my youngest a couple of days back. That movie's still great. I mean, yes, you have to watch a lot of stuff prior to know what's actually happening, but it still holds up even with those crowd pleasing moments. No Way Home doesn't do that for me. Like those moments happen, and it's just like, all right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. This one doesn't have that. You've got cameos and things like that, but this one, it feels like the script writing itself was just very intentional. Everything that they wanted to do, they did, and it led towards something. Even with some of the mistakes around Jean Grey and her character and how that's portrayed, I think Sadie Sink did a pretty good job. She did a lot. She's grown as an actress for sure. I remember her from season 2 of Stranger Things, and then even season 3, and I was kind of like, her acting didn't really land for me. Here, I thought she was great. It's just the way they decided to portray Jean Grey was, I think, a little bit of a mistake. But the events that took place based on her actions, I think will help for how the X-Men are portrayed in a more comic accurate way. And, they can still kind of have the whole, you're different, and, the prejudice side of the humans and how they react to the mutants. You can still have that, but they're laying the groundwork for that. My only other gripe with this movie is that they use this as an introduction for an X-Men character, which you have to do a little bit, but I would have rather it been like an actual Spider-Man villain, preferably. But that's just me. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I don't think there was really any plot holes to me, but if you think there were any plot holes, let me know in the comments below. If there's anything you really enjoyed from this one that I didn't highlight, let me know in the comments below. This is still a pretty good pitch meeting. I don't think you can go too hard on it because, again, it's a fun film and it's already made over $1 billion in its first weekend or first 4 days. It's going to hit $2 billion, I'm sure, by next weekend. But I enjoyed it. I loved it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on Spider-Man Brand New Day. Thanks for watching. We're kind of back in the swing of this. I enjoy watching these with you guys and laughing with you guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys as always on the next one. Peace.